Three vegetables that are often praised as healthy, natural, and essential for your daily diet, but may quietly weaken your legs, interfere with your circulation, and increase your risk of dangerous falls after the age of 60. And three better choices you should consider instead: vegetables that can help protect your strength, support your balance, and preserve your independence as the years go by. For decades, we've been told a simple message: eat your vegetables. They are always good for you, always safe, always beneficial. But the truth is not that simple, and if you are over 60, this matters far more than most people realize, because some of the most commonly consumed vegetables, the ones many older adults include in their meals every single day, may be quietly working against the very systems your body depends on to stay strong and steady. They do not cause immediate pain. They do not send clear warning signals. You may wake up each morning feeling relatively normal. You may still be walking, going about your routine, managing your day without major difficulty. Nothing feels dramatically wrong, but beneath the surface, small shifts may already be taking place. The blood vessels that carry oxygen and nutrients to your legs may not be as responsive as they once were. Muscles may not recover as quickly. At first, these changes are almost unnoticeable, a little more fatigue after walking, but over time, these small signals can build into something more serious: reduced stability, increased weakness, a higher risk of falls. And for adults over 60, falls are not just minor accidents. They are one of the leading causes of serious injury and loss of independence. But there is good news. Once you begin to understand how certain foods interact with your aging body, you gain something incredibly valuable: the ability to choose differently, the ability to protect your strength instead of slowly losing it. What you learn today could quietly shape how you move, how you feel, and how independently you live in the years ahead. 1. White potatoes. Among the many foods that have long been considered simple, comforting, and familiar, white potatoes hold a special place on the plate. They are warm, filling, and often associated with home-cooked meals and a sense of satisfaction. But for adults over 60, they may not be as supportive as they once seemed. White potatoes are rich in rapidly digestible carbohydrates, which means they can cause a quick rise in blood sugar levels after a meal. At first glance, this may not seem like a serious concern, but over time, repeated spikes in blood sugar can contribute to a process that the body finds increasingly difficult to manage as it ages. This process can lead to low-grade inflammation within the body, not the kind of inflammation that causes immediate pain or discomfort, but a quieter form that gradually affects blood vessels, nerves, and tissues. For older adults, this matters deeply, because the health of your blood vessels is directly connected to the strength and responsiveness of your legs. When circulation is not at its best, the muscles in your legs and feet may not receive the oxygen and nutrients they need to function efficiently. Steps may feel heavier, movements may feel slower, balance may become slightly less stable, and these changes, while subtle at first, can accumulate over time. White potatoes also tend to have a high glycemic index, which means they can create a cycle of quick energy followed by a noticeable drop. This can leave you feeling tired, less steady, and less energized throughout the day. For someone in their later years, maintaining steady, reliable energy is not just about comfort. It is about safety. It is about having the strength to move confidently, to walk without hesitation, and to maintain control over your body in everyday situations. This does not mean white potatoes must be completely removed from your life, but it does suggest that relying on them frequently, especially as a primary source of nourishment, may not be the best choice for supporting long-term strength and mobility. Now, while white potatoes may seem like an obvious staple, there is another vegetable, one that is often praised as a powerful superfood, that may also carry a hidden challenge for some older adults. Let us take a closer look at that next. 2. Spinach. Among the many vegetables that have earned a reputation as a true superfood, spinach stands near the very top. It is widely recommended, frequently included in salads, smoothies, and daily meals, and often seen as a symbol of clean, healthy eating. And in many ways, it truly is rich in valuable nutrients. But for some adults over 60, spinach may carry a hidden complexity that is not often discussed. Spinach contains naturally occurring compounds known as oxalates. These compounds, while harmless for many people in moderate amounts, can begin to pose challenges when consumed frequently or in larger quantities, especially as the body becomes more sensitive with age. Oxalates have the ability to bind with minerals such as calcium, forming compounds that the body may struggle to process efficiently. Over time, this can contribute to the formation of kidney stones in some individuals, a condition that can be both painful and disruptive. But the impact may go beyond that. Calcium is not just another nutrient. It plays a central role in maintaining bone strength, muscle function, and nerve signaling. For older adults, preserving bone density is not simply about avoiding fractures. It is about maintaining balance, stability, and the confidence to move freely without fear. When calcium absorption is affected, even subtly, it can gradually influence the integrity of bones and joints. And this is where the concern becomes more meaningful, because strong bones and well-functioning joints are deeply connected to your ability to walk, to stand, and to remain independent. Spinach may also place a mild strain on the kidneys in individuals whose kidney function is already reduced, something that becomes more common with age. This does not mean spinach must be completely avoided, but it does suggest that awareness and moderation become increasingly important. Light cooking methods, such as sautéing or steaming, can help reduce oxalate levels and make spinach easier for the body to manage. In this way, it is not about fear. It is about understanding. Even foods that are widely considered healthy can have nuances, especially when viewed through the lens of an aging body, and paying attention to those nuances can make a meaningful difference over time. Now, while spinach is often seen as a symbol of vitality, there is another vegetable, commonly included in many healthy diets, that may quietly influence inflammation and joint comfort in ways most people never consider. Let us turn to that next. If you are still watching and these insights are giving you a new perspective on your daily choices, take a moment to comment the number 1 below. It may seem like a small action, but it helps create a sense of connection, and it allows me to know that you are here, learning, reflecting, and taking steps toward a stronger and more independent future. Now let us continue with the third vegetable. 3. Eggplant. Eggplant is often appreciated for its rich texture, its versatility in cooking, and its place in many heart-healthy and plant-based meals. It is commonly included in dishes that are considered nourishing and supportive of overall well-being. But for some older adults, eggplant belongs to a category of vegetables known as nightshades. Nightshade vegetables contain naturally occurring compounds that can, in certain individuals, contribute to increased sensitivity within the body. This sensitivity does not affect everyone, but for those who experience it, the effects may be subtle at first. A slight increase in joint stiffness, a feeling of heaviness in movement, a reduced sense of flexibility, particularly in areas such as the knees, hips, or lower back. Over time, these small changes can begin to influence how easily and comfortably a person moves through their day. As the body ages, its tolerance for inflammation often decreases. What may have once been insignificant can gradually become more noticeable. And for individuals who are already managing joint discomfort or reduced mobility, even minor triggers can contribute to a greater overall burden on the body. Eggplant also has a unique ability to absorb oils during cooking. While this can enhance its flavor and texture, it can also increase the overall calorie content of a meal without providing additional nutritional benefit. Excess calorie intake, particularly when combined with reduced physical activity, can lead to gradual weight gain. And additional weight places extra pressure on the joints, especially those in the legs and feet. These are the very structures responsible for maintaining balance and stability. In this way, something as simple as how a vegetable is prepared can influence how the body feels and functions over time. Understanding your body's individual response to foods like eggplant becomes increasingly valuable. Because health after 60 is not about following general rules without question. It is about listening, observing, and making adjustments that support your unique needs. As we move into the later stages of life, health begins to take on a deeper meaning. It is no longer only about avoiding illness or following general advice. It becomes a form of communication with the body. Each meal carries a message. Each ingredient plays a role. This is not something to fear. It is something to respect. Because with awareness comes the ability to choose differently, to align your daily habits with the kind of life you wish to continue living. Choosing the right foods is about far more than nutrition labels or dietary guidelines. It is about protecting the simple, meaningful moments that give life its richness. The ability to walk confidently without hesitation, to stand up with ease. And often, it is the quiet, consistent choices made each day, including the foods you place on your plate, that determine how fully those years are lived. The lesson here is simple, but deeply important. Not everything that is labeled as healthy is automatically right for every stage of life. And after the age of 60, the body deserves a more thoughtful, more intentional approach to nourishment. What once supported you may no longer serve you in the same way. And what truly strengthens you now may lie in choices that are quieter, more deliberate, and more aligned with the needs of an aging body. Every meal becomes more than just a routine. It becomes a decision, a moment where you either support your strength or slowly take away from it. And in doing so, we give ourselves the best possible chance to remain strong, steady, and fully engaged in the life that still lies ahead. Now, I would truly like to hear from you. Take a quiet moment to reflect on what you have learned today. Because in many ways, we grow stronger not just through knowledge, but through shared understanding and support. If you found this message helpful, take a moment to support this video. Like it, share it with someone who may benefit from hearing it, and consider subscribing for more simple, thoughtful, and science-informed guidance on how to stay strong, steady, and independent after 60. Because these small actions help bring this kind of information to more people who truly need it. And before you go, remember this. Aging does not have to mean becoming weaker. The body has an incredible ability to respond when it is supported in the right way. And that support often begins with something as simple and as powerful as the food you choose each day. So choose with awareness, choose with intention, and most importantly, choose with respect for yourself and the life you still have the power to shape. Have a peaceful and fulfilling day ahead. And as always, take good care of yourself.